Hey everyone, and I have another Overwatch video for you all today, and I kind of wanted to talk about a little bit of probably some tips and I guess just general ideas that I have that I think would probably be beneficial to anyone that probably doesn't do it, or what I would even say that, but probably just some ideas that maybe you might try someday and you might like it for yourself and see how it plays out for you. But for starters, for certain, this might sound very obvious, but yes, certain classes can be played certain ways, but there's some classes that I play in a game that I play them differently than what they're meant for. So probably my biggest example would be Mcree, and I don't play Mcree on attack. I rarely do. The only time I really play him on attack is when it's not the payload, it's like the control capture point mode. That's the only time I really play him on attack, which I mean that's pretty much always you're attacking. But I usually play them on defense when I'm doing like payload and stuff like that, and that's simply because if they're attacking the objective, I like to make sure I'm in the midst of it. So they're attacking us and I'm sort of behind them in the meantime, so I'm kind of distracting them and I'm cutting them off one by one and making sure that when during the fight our teammates are getting less stressed on, while I'm in the back sort of trying to direct their fire at me and no more at my teammates while they can hold the objective down. So I like to be a little bit of a distraction, sort of how you would play Tracer or Genji. That's how I play my my Mcree, and it works very well. And for my Pharah, usually how I like to play her, I did make a video specifically just talking about this, but I like to make sure that I'm kind of I guess you could say like a nuisance to the team. I want to make sure that I'm usually just popping rockets just to pop them majority of the time, just to make sure that, you know, they're getting splashed out and make sure that they're a little bit on edge, because they're looking out for me, but they're also looking out for the people in front of them. And Junkrat, I really like to play Junkrat for this type of mode, only simply because of his traps and his grenades. And his primary, of course, but his concussion mine is just so nice. And this is exactly what I mean. I like to play him sort of as a little flanker right there, as mostly because they're supposed to be attacking the objective, which is right next to them, but I'm sort of going around them and I'm making sure that they're aiming at me instead of aiming at my teammates, and it works wonders. I mean, I've been having so much fun with Mcree, and this right here is just probably exactly the definition of what I'm talking about. I like to do those type of things, and it works wonders just because there's so many situations where I can do that and the team won't even notice that. They'll completely just let me be, simply because I'm playing a flanker. I do this sometimes with Reinhardt as well. Even there's some scenarios where I'll just, you know, wait for the team to come in, and then as soon as they come in, probably 2 or 3 guys go around. I go around the corner, I use an ult, hammer strike, and then I charge into a wall, and I'll grab 2 or 3 people, and maybe someone else on my team can ult as well. And it just works wonders to be able to combine abilities and help and do these things. And I don't know, I thought that might have just been a little helpful advice. I hope you all enjoyed the video, and take care.